Question 1. What does this road sign indicate? A. You have priority. B. You must give way to traffic. C. Stop before the intersection. D. No entry for vehicles. Answers is B. You must give way to traffic. The inverted triangle sign means give way. You must yield to all traffic on the intersecting road before proceeding. Question 2. When approaching a roundabout, what is the general rule for giving priority in the Netherlands? A. Traffic entering has priority. B. Traffic already on the roundabout has priority. C. Vehicles from the right have priority. D. Public transport always has priority. Answers is B. Traffic already on the roundabout has priority. In the Netherlands, unless otherwise by signs or road markings, traffic already circulating on the roundabout has priority over traffic entering it. Question 3. What does this sign mean for driving speed? A. Minimum speed 50. B. Maximum speed 50. C. Recommended speed 50. D. Speed zone begins. Answers is B. Maximum speed 50. This sign indicates a maximum speed limit. You are not allowed to drive faster than 50 kilometers per hour in this area. Question 4. What is the primary action you should take when seeing this sign? A. Speed up to clear quickly. B. Be prepared to stop for pedestrians. C. Look for cyclists only. D. Honk your horn. Answers is B. Be prepared to stop for pedestrians. This sign warns of a pedestrian crossing ahead. You must be extra vigilant and prepared to stop to give way to pedestrians crossing or about to cross. Question 5. What does a continuous white line on the road mean? A. You may overtake with caution. B. You are not allowed to cross it. C. It indicates a parking zone. D. It's a suggestion, not a rule. Answers is B. You are not allowed to cross it. A continuous white line, especially a solid lane line, that crossing it is prohibited. This is common for separating traffic flows or marking zones. Question 6. What is the meaning of this road sign? A. No parking allowed. B. No stopping allowed. C. Parking for emergency only. D. Loading and unloading only. Answers is B. No stopping allowed. The red circle with a diagonal line similar to a no symbol means no stopping. This is more restrictive than no parking. Question 7. When are you allowed to use your hazard warning lights? A. When driving in dense fog. B. When your vehicle is a hazard to other traffic. C. When parking temporarily. D. As a courtesy signal to other drivers. Answers is B. When your vehicle is a hazard to other traffic. Hazard warning lights should be used when your stationary vehicle poses a danger to other road users, or in specific cases of traffic congestion on motorways. Question 8. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Smooth road surface. B. Uneven road surface. C. Road works ahead. D. Slippery road. Answers is B. Uneven road surface. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead is uneven. You should reduce your speed and drive with caution to maintain control. Question 9. You are driving on a priority road. What does this mean? A. You must yield to all traffic. B. You have priority at unmarked intersections. C. You can park anywhere. D. You must drive faster. Answers is B. You have priority at unmarked intersections. The sign indicates a priority road. This means you have the right of way at intersections where priority is not otherwise by signs or traffic lights. Question 10. When driving a passenger car, what is the general maximum speed limit within built-up areas in the Netherlands? A. 30 km per hour. B. 50 km per hour. C. 70 km per hour. D. 80 km per hour. Answers is B. 50. Unless otherwise by road signs, the general maximum speed limit for passenger cars within built-up areas in the Netherlands is 50. Question 11. What action is prohibited by this sign? A. Turning right. B. Turning left. C. Making a U-turn. D. Stopping. Answers is C. Making a U-turn. This sign, a red circle with a black arrow curving back on itself, and a red diagonal line means no, you must not reverse direction here. Question 12. What should you do when you see this sign? A. Expect a school bus. B. Be extra alert for children. C. Honk to warn children. D. Drive at maximum speed. Answers is B. Be extra alert for children. This sign warns of children nearby, often near schools or playgrounds. You should reduce your speed and be extremely careful as children can act unpredictably. Question 13. What is the general speed limit for passenger cars on provincial roads outside built-up areas without separate cycle paths? A. 50 km per hour. B. 80 km per hour. C. 100 km per hour. D. 120 km per hour. Answers is B. 80. On provincial roads outside built-up areas, where there are no separate cycle paths, the general maximum speed limit for passenger cars is 80, unless signs indicate otherwise. Question 14. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. Cycling is prohibited. B. It's a mandatory cycle track. C. Cyclists must dismount. D. Shared path for all vehicles. Answers is B. It's a mandatory cycle track. The blue circular sign with a bicycle symbol indicates a mandatory cycle track. Cyclists must use this path. Question 15. What does a broken white line in the middle of the road signify? A. No overtaking allowed. B. Overtaking is permitted if safe. C. It indicates a dedicated bus lane. D. Vehicles must stop. Answers is B. Overtaking is permitted if safe. A broken white line generally indicates that you may cross it to overtake or change lanes, provided it is safe and allowed by other rules or signs. Question 16. What does this road sign indicate? A. Road closed. B. Road works ahead. C. New road opened. D. Detour required. Answers is B. Road works ahead. This sign warns of road works ahead. You should expect changes in road conditions, temporary speed limits, or traffic diversions. Question 17. When is it generally forbidden to overtake another vehicle? A. On a straight road. B. Immediately before or on a pedestrian crossing. C. On a motorway. D. When the vehicle ahead is slow. Answers is B. Immediately before or on a pedestrian crossing. Overtaking is forbidden immediately before or on a pedestrian crossing, as it obstructs visibility and creates a high risk for pedestrians. Question 18. What does this sign prohibit? A. Turning left. B. Overtaking other motor vehicles. C. Using the hard shoulder. D. Driving over 50 km per hour. Answers is B, overtaking other motor vehicles. This sign, a red circle with 2 cars, prohibits overtaking other motor vehicles. This is often seen on roads where visibility or width is limited. Question 19. What does the sign indicate is mandatory? A. Turn right. B. Proceed straight ahead. C. Turn left. D. Stop and give way. Answers is B. Proceed straight ahead. This blue circular sign with a white arrow pointing upwards indicates that you must proceed straight ahead. It is a mandatory direction sign. Question 20. What should you check before changing lanes on a motorway? A. Only your mirror. B. Blind spot and signal. C. If your passengers agree. D. Only the speed limit. Answers is B. Blind spot and signal. Before changing lanes, you must always check your inside mirrors, glance over your shoulder to check your blind spot, and indicate your intention with your turn signal well in advance. Question 21. What does this sign mean for parking? A. No stopping allowed. B. No parking allowed. C. Parking for limited time. D. Paid parking zone. Answers is B. No parking allowed. This sign indicates no parking. You are allowed to stop temporarily for immediate of goods or passengers, but not to park your vehicle. Question 22. What does this warning sign signify? A. Road works. B. Slippery road. C. Uneven road. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Slippery road. This triangular warning sign indicates that the road surface may be slippery. You should reduce your speed and drive with extra caution, especially in wet or icy conditions. Question 23. What is the correct procedure for using indicators when exiting a roundabout? A. Indicate upon entering. B. Indicate to the right before exiting. C. Only indicate if turning left. D. No need to indicate. Answers is B. Indicate to the right before exiting. When exiting a roundabout, you must indicate to the right just before your desired exit to inform other road users of your intentions. Question 24. What does this sign indicate for all vehicles? A. One-way street ahead. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. Priority road. D. Road closed temporarily. Answers is B. No entry for all vehicles. This sign, a red circle with a white horizontal bar, means no entry for all vehicles. You're not allowed to proceed beyond this point. Question 25. What is the maximum speed limit for motor vehicles on Dutch motorways during daytime 60 unless otherwise? A. 100 km per hour. B. 100 km per hour for all vehicles day. C. 120 km per hour. D. 130 km per hour. Answers is B. 100 for all vehicles day. During daytime hours 60 to 19:00, the maximum speed limit on motorways in the Netherlands is 100 for all vehicles, unless otherwise by local signs. Question 26. What does this sign mean? A. Sharp bend ahead. B. Roundabout ahead. C. U-turn permitted. D. Traffic lights ahead. Answers is B. Roundabout ahead. This blue circular sign with 3 arrows forming a circle indicates a roundabout. Traffic on the roundabout usually has priority. Question 27. When must you use your headlights in the Netherlands? A. Only when it's dark. B. Between sunset and sunrise or in poor visibility. C. Only high beams in fog. D. Only when it rains heavily. Answers is B, between sunset and sunrise or in poor visibility. Dipped beam must be used between sunset and sunrise, and at any other time when visibility is significantly due to fog, heavy rain, or snow. Question 28. What does this sign typically mark? A. End of motorway. B. Beginning of motorway. C. Main road. D. Road for fast vehicles only. Answers is B. Beginning of motorway. This blue rectangular sign with a white car symbol indicates the beginning of a motorway. Special rules and higher speed limits apply here. Question 29. What is the specific rule for this parking method? A. Park perpendicular to the curb. B. Park parallel to the curb on the road. C. Park partially on the pavement. D. Parking is for disabled only. Answers is B. Park parallel to the curb on the road. This additional information plate that vehicles must be parked parallel to the edge of the carriageway, not partially or fully on the pavement. Question 30. What should you do if an emergency vehicle approaches with flashing blue lights and siren? A. Continue driving normally. B. Safely pull over and stop if necessary. C. Speed up to get out of the way. D. Block the road to help them. Answers is B. Safely pull over and stop if necessary. You must give way to emergency vehicles with flashing blue lights and siren. This means moving safely to the side of the road and stopping if required to allow them to pass. Question 31. What does this sign prohibit? A. Turning left. B. Turning right. C. Driving straight. D. U-turns. Answers is B. Turning right. This sign, a red circle with a black arrow pointing right and a red diagonal line, means no right turn. You must not turn right at this intersection. Question 32. What does this sign indicate is the type of area? A. Industrial zone. B. Residential area living zone. C. Shopping district. D. High-speed road. Answers is B. Residential area living zone. This blue rectangular sign with a house, people, and a car the beginning of a VUNAF or residential area, where special rules apply to protect pedestrians and cyclists, often with a 15 speed limit. Question 33. When is it permissible to park on the hard shoulder of a motorway? A. To make a phone call. B. Only in case of a breakdown or emergency. C. To take a short break. D. To consult a map. Answers is B. Only in case of a breakdown or emergency. The hard shoulder on motorways is strictly for emergency use only, such as a breakdown, medical emergency, or when directed by, stopping for is forbidden. Question 34. What does this sign mean for priority? A. Oncoming traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Give way to all traffic. D. Stop ahead. Answers is B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. The blue rectangular sign with white and red arrows means priority over oncoming traffic. You have the right of way over vehicles coming from the opposite direction. Question 35. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Strong headwinds. B. Strong side wind. C. Airfield nearby. D. Turbulence ahead. Answers is B. Strong side wind. This sign warns of strong side winds, which can be particularly dangerous for taller vehicles or when driving over bridges. Drivers should grip the steering wheel firmly. Question 36. How should you position your vehicle when preparing to turn left at an intersection? A. Close to the right curb. B. The middle of your lane or the road. C. Anywhere in the lane. D. Behind a turning vehicle only. Answers is B, the middle of your lane or the road. When turning left, you should position your vehicle towards the middle of your lane or the road, if it's safe to do so, to allow others to pass on the right and make a smooth turn. Question 37. What does this sign signify regarding road use? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road. C. No entry. D. Priority road. Answers is B. One-way road. The blue rectangular sign with a white arrow pointing upwards indicates a one-way road. Traffic is only permitted to move in the direction of the arrow. Question 38. What does this sign warn about? A. Steep descent. B. Embankment or quayside ahead. C. Bridge over water. D. Road narrows. Answers is B. Embankment or quayside ahead. This warning sign indicates an embankment or quayside ahead, meaning there is a risk of driving into water. Drive cautiously and maintain a safe distance from the edge. Question 39. When is it mandatory to give priority to public transport vehicles like trams and buses? A. Always, regardless of location. B. When they emerge from a stop or specific lane. C. Only when they are turning. D. Never, they must wait. Answers is B. When they emerge from a stop or specific lane. You must give priority to trams and buses when they indicate to pull away from a stop or merge from a lane, unless otherwise. Question 40. What type of vehicle is permitted on this road? A. Buses only. B. Passenger cars only. C. Only. D. All vehicles. Answers is B. Passenger cars only. This blue circular sign with a car symbol indicates a road where movement is mandatory for passenger cars, meaning other types of vehicles might be restricted or use different routes. Question 41. What does this sign mean for turning? A. No left turn allowed. B. No right turn allowed. C. U-turn only. D. Mandatory left turn. Answers is A. No left turn allowed. This sign indicates no left turn. You must not turn left at the junction where this sign is displayed. Question 42. What is the general maximum speed for mopeds on cycle paths outside built-up areas? A. 25 km per hour. B. 30 km per hour. C. 45 km per hour. D. 50 km per hour. Answers is B. 30. The maximum speed limit for mopeds on cycle paths outside built-up areas is 30. On the road, it's 45. Question 43. What does this sign warn you about? A. Sharp left bend. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Road narrows. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign indicates a dangerous curve to the right ahead. You should reduce your speed and prepare to navigate the bend safely. Question 44. What does this sign tell you about the road ahead? A. End of main road. B. Road for motor vehicles. C. Motorway begins. D. No motor vehicles allowed. Answers is B. Road for motor vehicles. This blue rectangular sign with a white car indicates a road for motor vehicles. It has specific rules, including a speed limit typically 100, and pedestrians are usually not allowed. Question 45. When should you use your fog lights front in the Netherlands? A. Only in heavy rain. B. When visibility is less than 50 meters. C. Always at night. D. To signal other drivers. Answers is B. When visibility is less than 50 meters. Front fog lights may only be used when visibility is severely by fog, snow, or heavy rain less than 50 meters for front, 50 meters for rear fog lights. Question 46. What action is prohibited by this sign? A. Turning left. B. Entering this specific. C. Overtaking. D. Parking. Answers is B. Entering this specific. This sign, a red circle with a white bar, means do not enter. It indicates that you are not allowed to proceed in that direction, often seen at the exit of a one-way street. Question 47. What does this sign mean regarding the road surface? A. Slippery road. B. Loose gravel or chippings. C. Uneven road. D. Road works ahead. Answers is B. Loose gravel or chippings. This warning sign indicates loose gravel or chippings on the road. You should reduce your speed to avoid skidding and minimize stone damage to your own or other vehicles. Question 48. What should you do when you see this priority sign? A. Yield if traffic is approaching. B. Stop completely before proceeding. C. Slow down and continue. D. Only stop for pedestrians. Answers is B. Stop completely before proceeding. The octagonal stop sign stop N means you must come to a complete halt before the stop line, and then give way to all traffic before proceeding when safe. Question 49. What does a green light at a traffic signal indicate? A. Proceed with caution, yield to pedestrians. B. You may proceed if the intersection is clear. C. Speed up to clear the intersection. D. Yield to oncoming traffic always. Answers is B. You may proceed if the intersection is clear. A green light means you may proceed, provided the intersection is clear and it is safe to do so. You still must yield to emergency vehicles and, in some cases, pedestrians. Question 50. What does this sign indicate for vehicles? A. Animal crossing ahead. B. No entry for vehicles. C. Mandatory path for vehicles. D. Horses allowed. Answers is B. No entry for vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for vehicles, carts, or sleighs. Such vehicles are not permitted to use the road beyond this sign.